and welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about rebounding. So, a couple months ago or so, I did a video on my TRX band for the different types of exercises, as well as my Pilates. And what I'm trying to do is just slowly build a home gym with things that I enjoy. Because the best kind of exercise that you're going to get is doing what you enjoy. I am not big on cardio. So it's good to get a little bit of cardio in, but for the majority of the time, you really want to be focusing on strength or resistance. HIIT, high intensity interval training, is okay because you're cycling between resistance or body weight, so muscle building, and a little bit of cardio. And those routines are typically no longer than like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So those are okay. But when you start doing more and more cardio, you don't build muscle. You actually put more strain on your system, and you can actually accumulate more fat, especially around the organs. If you want to know more about this, I highly encourage you to go look up Dr. Sean O'Mara. He has done extensive research on this, and he has worked with high-level athletes, long-distance runners that just their health continually declines. And when he has them stop doing that and start doing more resistance, more sprinting, which is short bursts, they actually reduce their visceral fat, which is the fat around the organs, and they start building more lean muscle, which helps burn fat. And so I had been doing some reading and researching on rebounding, and I thought, well, let's give it a try. Right now it's set up in my bedroom, so excuse the mess, but I'm working on getting a permanent exercise area downstairs in an area of my basement, but first I have to clean and organize that, and that takes a little bit of time because there is life, and so I can only do it in small increments, but it's getting there. So for now, I rebound and I do my TRX and I do all of that in my bedroom. I've had this rebounder for about a week now, a little over a week. I really like it. I got it off of Amazon. It is what I would call an entry-level rebounder. And if you don't know what a rebounder is, it's a small trampoline. I wouldn't call it a mini trampoline. I remember back when I was younger, and there was some friends that we had, they had mini trampolines, but they were like really small, just barely big enough for your feet, and it was just to bounce up and down on. So this is much bigger, and but not too big. I have the B-Can. Hi, sorry to interrupt the video, but I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Also, just to help the YouTube analytics, if you can play the video all the way through to the end, even if you're not watching it, it just helps YouTube know that my content is helpful to people, and that will help me grow my channel. Now we'll get back to the video. All right, so I got a B-Can. It has great reviews. When I looked up independent reviews of it for an entry level, it was really good. I'll link the one that I got below. This one is able to be folded up, though it's not something that I would do often, but for ease of like moving. I don't know, if you were going somewhere for a month and you wanted to take it with you, it does fold up fairly easy-ish, I guess, to where you don't really need tools to take it apart. That's the main thing. But it is kind of a pain because you do have to take some of the bungees off and to get it to fold all the way, and then you also have to take the balance handlebar off. So the reason that I got this one is it fit in my price point. It had really good reviews. I still need to leave a review on it. It has an adjustable handlebar. Right now this is turned around, so just because that's one of the exercises that I was doing, I didn't need the handle, so I wanted it out of the way. You don't have to use that, but I like that it's there because if you're trying to do things to help you with your balance, it's nice to be able to hold on to that. And I got this one versus one with regular springs because the springs can be pretty noisy. And everything that I was reading said, most people prefer the bands. Now, there are some very, very good trampolines or rebounders out there that use springs, and that's perfectly okay. You figure out what will work best for you. There's not a right one or a wrong one. Some people said, well, you just don't want to get like a cheap one. And I mean, I agree with that to a point, but when you're first starting out and you're not even sure if it's something that you're going to like, I couldn't see dropping $300 to $500 on some fancy name brand one, like Cellar-Sizer. And Cellar-Sizer uses the springs. It's a very good trampoline from what I understand. But when I was watching some of the videos on one of the channels that I like to do the exercise with, I jump instead, and I'll put that in the description link. She's using a Cellar-Sizer, and the springs were so loud. It was as she's bouncing, and I was just like, I don't want to be hearing that. So this is super quiet because there's nothing. I'll give you a close-up of the bands. It's I got the 48-inch, which is what the frame is. The mat is not 48 inches. I think the mat is like 44 inches or something. It's plenty big enough. For me, I really wouldn't have wanted to go smaller than that, just because I want to have enough room to not have to worry about hitting the edge, especially, with certain things that, trying to get your balance and things like that. So I am going to show you this trampoline, and then I'm going to read through some of the benefits. You can Google benefits of rebounding, and you'll get individual websites. But what's even cooler is you will get things from like Cleveland Clinic, the Mayo Clinic, all these medical sites giving the benefits of rebounding. So this is not medical advice. I have to put that disclaimer out there. I am not a fitness trainer. I am a nutritional consultant, and I am just sharing ways that I can get movement in. I have a very broken body thanks to changing my diet and getting all inflammatory foods out and high quality protein in. My body is much better, but I still have to be careful to not do certain things that could end up jamming certain areas of my body up. So you know your body best. If you have any physical limitations or any questions or anything where you're like, should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Please consult your doctor or your physical therapist. Consult your professional that you are working with if you have any reserves. This is just me. I'm just a person sharing something that I absolutely love. I love incorporating this. I can do this every day because I can mix it up. Some days I can do a HIIT workout. Some days I just gently bounce while I'm watching, a YouTube video or something, just to take the place of like going for a walk outside. It's been raining here. The sun is out, but we have not had the sun in like 4 days. I feel like I was living in Seattle. So, these last few days, there was no walking outside. It was like we were in monsoon season or something. So to have the rebounder, that was just really nice. I like that I can do a TRX workout and then do some rebounding. So it's just a great way to mix it up. So I was gonna do this with my phone, do the video, but I can't find my phone attachment for my tripod. So it's my webcam and my computer, which is just as well. It makes it just as easy to edit. So it comes in a very big box. It is not a light box. So you may need to have someone help you move it in. The instructions are pretty good. And then there is, if you do the whole QR code thing, there's a QR code in here that you can scan, and it takes you to a YouTube video for putting it together. It's not someone that explains it. It's a silent, like cartoonish video that just shows how to put it together. It comes already partially put together. So there are some bands on there. There's a long piece, which I don't have in here. There's a long piece to put the bands on really easily. These are the bands. And it comes with 2 extra, at least mine did. And then there's a tool for taking the bands off if you need to take them off because you're folding it up or you need to replace it. This is not an adjustable tension rebounder. There are some rebounders where they have adjustable tension. So you can like actually adjust the tension of the bands, or you put different weighted bands on. So you kind of have a mix. I have not looked to see if Becan sells different tension bands for if I ever want to create a different tension on the mat. And then basically what you would do is just swap out, like I know on one video the gal said she had 2 of one type of one weight of band, and then 1 of whatever, if it was a heavier weight or a lighter weight, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2. And so I haven't looked on Becan's website to see. And then it comes with the handle, and this can be raised or lowered. There are at least 3 positions, if not 4, that it can go up or down. Rebounding is great for people of all ages, including children. So this can help help children. It's great for like ADHD, just burning that energy out. You're not going to jump on this, and the children should not jump on this like a trampoline outside, but just to bounce and get that energy out. So this is what mine looks like. It does come in different colors. The green had a coupon on it, so I got a really great deal on it. And so I went with that. These are the bands here. And so you can see them stretch when I put my weight on here. And then it has the legs. So one thing that I really like about this is I looked up some ab exercises, and I can actually do my Pilates and stuff right on the rebounder mat, because it the mat has some give, and so it really helps so that it helps my back so that I'm not like pushing against something hard. So there was one exercise, we'll see if you can see this. So when you lay down, see, this bounces a little bit. Let me just lower the camera just a hair. All right. So when you lay down, you can slide yourself. There was some exercises where you were in tabletop and you did heel down and heel down. You could do these like this. But one thing that I can never do when I am flat on the floor, and because of an issue with my back, I can't do it here much either, but it's where you come up and then you're lifting, so you're using your core and you're lifting your back and bum off the floor. Well, because I'm pushing on a hard floor, even if I have a mat underneath me, it's not enough. But with this, I can at least do a little bit of it, and it makes it it doesn't hurt quite as bad, and as I strengthen those core muscles, it will get better. So see, I could not do this on the floor. I didn't see the camera. I didn't even get to see if I actually got. So that is something that I could never do on the floor. There's no way. Just because of the way my back is. I could never do it when I went to Planet Fitness. I've just never been able to do that. So for me to just have been able to do that, it's because of using the mat. So I really like that. So I typed up some key things, benefits from some websites. So some of these may be repetitive, but one huge thing is rebounding is low impact. You can make it a strength training as well as a cardiovascular. You can gently bounce with weights as you get going if you wanted to use some hand weights or whatnot. So like I said, it's great for children to older adults. Works the abdominal, so your core, legs, buttocks, and deep back muscles. It can help improve endurance. So definitely can help with improved balance, coordination, motor skills. So again, this is a great thing for children to be able to get those motor skills going. Let me cut that up. So it supports bone density, bone strength, and bone formation. Bouncing puts small amounts of pressure on the bones, which helps them grow stronger. Because it's low impact, it's not like when you're jogging, I mean, that puts a lot of strain and wear and tear on those legs. Whereas, here you can even like just walk on the trampoline and you're going to get more of a full body and you're not going to be sore. May help support pelvic floor health. So especially for us women, especially if we've had babies, you can actually strengthen that pelvic floor area. So bouncing works the muscles of the deep core that help prevent urinary incontinence and stabilize hip joints. This is huge, especially for someone like myself that's had 9 pregnancies, 9 deliveries, and I have hip issues and always have. This I've been finding very helpful. Boosts mental performance. Rebounding can lead to better mental performance, sharpening your learning processes and improving memory. So, reduces anxiety. So rebounding can reduce feelings of anxiety and depression by increasing endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters. And so, if you're feeling a little down or a little blah, hop on the rebounder for 5 minutes. Improves cognitive function. So it can help increase the blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support optimal cognitive performance. Key wellness and recovery benefits. Increases lymphatic drainage. So rebounding stimulates the millions of one-way valves in the lymphatic system, naturally helping flush out excess toxins and fluids. Promotes tissue repair and protects the joints from chronic fatigue and impact delivery by exercising on hard surfaces. So because this is it's not a soft surface, it's firm, but it has that give, it's not going to impact your joints like, say, doing even like jumping jacks on a hard floor versus jumping jacks on this. Way different. Keeps you young. Slows down atrophy in the aging process, helping you stay young and vibrant. Relieves pain. It can relieve pain from sore neck and back, headaches, and discomfort caused by lack of exercise, and it's easier on joints than the impact of running. Increases energy levels because it combats feelings of fatigue and lethargy through the combination of cardiovascular activity and oxygen circulation. So you feel more energized and alert. So if you are sluggish in the morning, you might want to get on here and help wake yourself up. The other nice thing is it's a nice portable, for the most part, like if you wanted to move it outside, like right behind this curtain, I could put this on my deck and I could do some stuff while I watch the lake, while I watch the sunrise. I'm not saying it's super easy peasy, but it is an option. Let's see, where was I? Naturally boosts immune system. So rebounding can help reduce the number of colds, allergies, digestive disturbances, and abdominal problems. Here was a Q&A. So once you're past the beginner stage into rebounding, according to NASA, because they actually use rebounding for astronauts to help keep their bone density strong, because when you're up in outer space, there's no gravity, and so they lose a lot of their muscle and a lot of their bone density very easy. So rebounding actually helps with that. Anyway, a 20-minute rebounding session can be as effective as a 30-minute jog, and rebounding for just 10 minutes is equivalent to walking 30 minutes with less joint stress. And so when you're first starting out, rebounding 10 minutes twice a day would probably be pretty good. And just starting with simple bounce. I'll demonstrate. Weight loss benefits. So it enhances digestion and elimination, helping reduce bloating and clearing toxins in your body. I can attest to the elimination. So I don't really get backed up or constipated, but it helps me go. We'll just leave it at that. Stimulates your metabolism to burn more calories throughout the day. Calories are units of energy. So it just helps your body use up more of the energy that you've taken throughout the day and stored energy. Let's see. It supports metabolism more than other forms of cardio, again, because this is not just cardio. Longer cardio sessions are thought to hinder weight loss. See, I told you. Hinder weight loss efforts due to extended periods of breathlessness, which you don't experience while rebounding. I will tell you, the other night, my kids and I decided to sit in here and watch a psych. And I rebounded the whole time. It wasn't any routine. I was just doing some light bouncing. I threw in a couple jumping jacks. I actually kind of was dancing a little bit just because it was fun. And so it was just nice and easy. I took some breaks here and there. I did some lay down exercises while we were watching. So it was probably like 30 minutes or so, maybe 40. The next morning, y'all, and the whole day, my butt felt like I had done 1,000,001 squats. Wow. It had that hurt. It was that good hurt, like, the day after you leave the gym or whatever, and then the next day you're like, oh, oh, but it's that good. It's not like, ow, 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 ow. It was a good hurt, but woo. And that was just all I did that day was rebound. I didn't do the TRX. I didn't do anything. It was just fun. So hopefully one of these days I'm gonna have a nice shapely tush. All right. Let's see. It can help lower triglyceride levels, reduces cellulite in just a few months because it's increasing the body's lymphatic flow. It can help curb emotional eating. If you're the type of person that eats your feelings, when you're upset or whatever, instead of going to the fridge, go to the rebounder. Bounce some, get those endorphins going. Yeah, because it helps regulate your mood and gives you those feel-good hormones. So then you're not going to eat when you're upset, because we don't want to eat emotionally. We want to eat to nourish our bodies, but not because we're sad or depressed, because that creates this mind-body connection of something bad happened, I need food. We don't want that. Helps prevent and manage diabetes by lowering blood sugar levels and improving the work of your insulin. So if you are insulin resistant, or and this is talking about type 2 diabetes, obviously, but even type 1 diabetics, like my husband, can get insulin resistant. So when you are working your major muscle groups, that makes you more insulin sensitive. So that is going to help you regulate your insulin and reduce that insulin resistance, because you're going to be burning up those stores of insulin and glucose quicker. Tightens your tummy by engaging your core in every movement. Rebounding also allows for many specific core moves. So just like I was doing, rebounding is not always just jumping. There are a lot of different things. Even just sitting on this, it is engaging everything because it's a bouncer. Anti-inflammatory effects thanks to stimulation and draining of the lymphatic system. Medical benefits: increases self-confidence, strengthens the heart, helps circulate oxygen to tissues. So if your tissues and cells do not get enough oxygen, then your organs can be negatively impacted. So your brain, heart, kidneys. So because this is helping circulation. Gives your body an increased G-force or gravitational load. This is really key for like what NASA is talking about for the astronauts. So it improves your health and strengthens your musculoskeletal system. That's a mouthful. Increases lung capacity, lowers blood pressure. Rebounding helps your muscles contract. So this results in rhythmic compressions of the veins and arteries. It helps move fluids more effectively through the body and back to the heart, so your heart's not going to have to work as hard. Just going to read off a couple of these. Improves the immune system by stimulating the action of red bone marrow and supporting the repair of tissue. Endocrine system is improved by getting rid of excess hormones and toxins. Rebounding can also help correct a hormonal imbalance along with a good diet. So that's a good thing. It improves the effects of your strength training. This says people who rebound for 30 seconds between each set of weightlifting typically see 25% more improvement in their muscles after 12 weeks than those who don't. So let's say that you're doing sets, okay, dumbbell sets, whatever, triceps, whatever, and you get your set done, rebound for 30 seconds, and then go back and do more strength. Maybe you're doing 50 push-ups, then you rebound. You could see an increase in your muscles. Chronic disease is that risk is reduced because, again, like we said before, it improves insulin sensitivity, heart health, body composition, and it helps with belly fat. It also gives you antioxidant protection and increases your blood flow. So it helps your internal structure of your skin, and so it's going to help delay aging. This is for you men. Can lower a man's risk of erectile dysfunction or improve the sexual function of men who are already affected by erectile dysfunction. For women, exercise can help increase sexual arousal. Again, we're getting the blood flow moving, and that affects all the areas. Fights fatigue. You may feel tired immediately after rebounding, but in the long run, rebounding increases the strength that is needed to keep fatigue at bay. All right. Now, this next section, benefits for seniors. So what if you're like, yeah, that's great, but I'm not 30, I'm not 40, I'm not even 50. I'm older than that. Again, if there's any risk of fall or anything like that, check with your healthcare professional. And these are things that are found on Mayo Clinic, on Cleveland Health. I forget one of the other medical websites that I found some of this on. So, benefits for seniors. Helps maintain functional independence when practiced regularly for 30 minutes a day. Helps reduce risk of cancer. Exercises like rebounding help lower your risk for developing a variety of different types of cancer. Studies have shown a 30 to 40% reduction in occurrences of breast cancer among women who participate in regular exercise. All right. Supports arthritis management. So it helps lubricate the joints, reducing pain and stiffness that come with arthritis. Helps alleviate sluggish digestion and constipation. Reduces the risk of developing dementia, which increases with a sedentary lifestyle. So often as we age, our body slows. We can't do the things that we used to do, or we think we can't do the things that we used to do. But if you could just gently bounce, that's going to help your body. Let's see. Increases bone density and strength, reducing the risk of developing osteoporosis and therefore bone fractures. Reverses the impact of lifelong stress. 30 minutes of rebounding can increase levels of calming brain chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. It may also work on a cellular level to help reverse the toll that stress takes on the aging process. Helps you live longer. Just 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week can increase your lifespan by 3.4 years. Reduces the risk of falls. Balance and muscle strengthening activities like rebounding are important for reducing the risk of falling as you get older. Improves memory by boosting blood circulation to the brain, aiding in proper brain function. Slows muscle atrophy. And that happens as we get older, but if we can slow that because we're using our muscles, improves posture. As the body ages, the curvature of the spine increases. Rebounding has been shown to help maintain proper body alignment and a strong posture. Let's see. Offers relief from common pains that come with aging, like neck pains, back pains, and headaches. Prevents edema by decreasing the amount of blood that pools in the cardiovascular system's veins. Helps rehabilitate existing heart problems and recovery from heart procedures by encouraging gentle, low-impact circulation. Encourages collateral circulation, which is important for seniors. This is the alternate path of circulation around a blocked artery or vein, such as a nearby blood vessel, which can help prevent strokes. Again, this is not medical advice. If you have any questions or concerns, please see your healthcare professional. But if you are in good health or you have no concerns and you're not going like gung-ho and you're just doing gentle bouncing, you make that decision for yourself. It's easy on the joints, so rebounding has much less impact on joints and soft tissue than other exercises. When bouncing, pressure is more distributed throughout the body, whereas when walking or running, the pressure is mainly on the knees and ankles. Now, I don't have it here, but there are some people that should not rebound. I do suggest you look that up. Obviously, if you are pregnant, you should not rebound. If you are recovering from having something broken, you should not rebound. And there are, a couple of other things, reasons as to why you should not rebound. Those are the two that I mentioned are right off the top of my head. The main thing. So what do you look for when you're looking for your rebounder? So the ideal trampoline for rebounding, it needs to have stable legs. You don't want something that's flimsy or anything like that. You want something that's going to have a higher weight rating. So this rebounder, I believe, is rated up to 350 pounds. I wanted to get something that wasn't just like for 150 pounds or even 200 pounds, just because we've got people at different weight in our house, and if it's weighted for heavier folks, my logic is it's going to hold up longer, and so that is something that you want to keep in mind is the weight rating. You want something that has the circumference. I would say 48 inches. A lot of them are between 40 and 48 inches, but remember, that's going to make your mat smaller. So when you're actually looking at it, and if you're on Amazon, you can look at the questions and ask, hey, what's the circumference of the mat? Because the frame says 48 inches. So what's the circumference of the mat? So you want the mat to be somewhere between 36 to 48 inches. Quiet performance. So if you're getting one that has springs, maybe look in the reviews and see if those springs are loud or if there's something that you can do to quiet them. Or if you're getting the ones with the bands like I have, that we want to make sure that they're quality. So again, read the reviews. If you're short on space, you might want to get something that's foldable or easy to stand up against a wall. Like I said, this one is foldable. I wouldn't say it's easy to fold up, but let's say that it was just me. And so I had it in my living room and I lived alone. So I'm going to leave it up. But now I got company coming over, and maybe I have company coming over like twice a month. Yeah, this would be easy enough to take down those 2 times a month or roll out of the way, because you can take the legs off of this really easy, and then you could stand up, take take the handle off and you could just slide it behind a couch. So that is something I would highly suggest. It does cost a little bit more, but I would highly suggest getting something with the handle. You can get less expensive ones without the handle. But I would not want to do that, especially if you were older or your balance is not that good. Definitely want the handle. If you're on Facebook, take a look at Marketplace. A friend of mine picked up one I don't know if it's a spring one or what it was, but she's been liking it. She's been liking being able to do the HIIT workouts and stuff on that, and you wouldn't believe the type of workout that you get. But she got it for $20, 20 or $30, something like that, and she was able to go pick it up same day. So never discount looking out on Marketplace. So you don't have to always get something new. I did look on Marketplace at the time that I got this. I didn't see anything in my area. So those are, the things that are beneficial for rebounding. It's just fun. Bouncing is fun. I'll link a couple of the YouTube channels that I follow. One of my favorite ones is Earth and Owl, and she's got all different playlists. She's got ones for seniors, she's got one for beginners, she's got advanced, she's got if you're just looking for cardio, if you're looking for group, if you're looking to target certain areas. So she's got it all. And then she does live ones each week. Really nice gal. But the main thing is when you're exercising or you're looking to build your home gym, make it fun, because that's what's going to make it sustainable. You are not going to continue doing something if you don't enjoy it. I know everyone does not have the ability to have an exercise area. And so I do want to just say there's, I got my husband a Life Pro Waver vibration plate for Father's Day, and we're liking it really well. It actually has a lot of the same benefits as rebounding, though I find the rebounding is more fun for me, and I can do other things. You can exercise on the vibration plate as well, and there's different ones, and I'll do a separate video on that. But Life Pro has dumbbells that you can actually change the weight on. And so they're not cheap, but neither are dumbbells. And if you're trying to buy, as you get into the heavier sets, even at Walmart, we have 15 pounds. So if I wanted to do 20-pound dumbbells, that would cost me almost $60 to get a set at Walmart. And if I can get, a set that goes up, I don't know, to 45 or 50 pounds, each for $150, well, I'm coming out ahead, and I don't have to have a whole bunch of space for those. So I'll link the Life Pro. I have a coupon code, so if there's anything from Life Pro that you're looking at, you can get 20% off, I think. So I'll link that in the description. But I was just looking at that, and since I was, thinking about weights, it was just something that was really cool. So let's do a little bit of bouncing before we end this. I am going to show you my feet first. So I'm about shoulder width apart, and this would be a gentle bounce. I'll turn. I don't have my knees locked out. You never want to be straight leg. So you want to have this nice little curve. Your feet do not have to leave. You're not jumping up on your toes. You're more in your heels, because to be jumping more on your toes, it puts more wear and stress on your ankles, and which travels up to your knees. But even if all you did was this for 10 minutes, That is going to be, you're engaging your core because you have to tighten everything to help you keep your balance. You could get some arms in. You could all right. So you saw the bottom half, okay? So you could easily have a couple 10 pound or 5 pound, whatever weights you want. You can move your arms. You could do jumping jack moves. And again, my feet are not even leaving the rebound mat. Now you can walk. Now I'm walking. I have high knees. See? High knees. And if you need to hold on to this handle while you're doing that, you can do that. High knees. High knees. High knees. But each time that you step down, you're having to hold that core tight. There's one really, really fun workout that I did. It was line dancing. So I was like doing a lot of line dancing moves on the rebounder. And so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. I was actually sweating. So there's a lot of things that you can do on the rebounder. You can watch a video, or you can just like go, back and forth and just watch a 10-minute YouTube video or part of a show or listen to an audiobook. But it doesn't have to be anything that's going to make you out of breath. You're not jumping off of the mat. It's all low impact. It's not going to hurt your knees. It's not going to hurt your back, but you're going to be strengthening those bones. You're going to be helping your heart. You're going to be helping your mood. And you're going to be helping your physique. So I have fallen in love with rebounding. I do highly, highly suggest adding it into your routine if you can and you're able. Again, if you have any questions, this is not medical advice. Please, please, please check with your healthcare professional. I cannot say that enough. But if you do rebound, or you are going to start rebounding, or you start rebounding after you watch this video, drop a comment and let me know what your favorite thing to do is, or if you have a favorite channel or someone that you follow, or maybe you just do this every day, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. And let me know how your progress is, what it's helped you with. I would love to hear it, and you'll be helping other people as well. So with that, I am going to close this out, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.